Hi everyone, Jennifer here, back with another edition of TV Talk. It's Thursday, and that means it's Avatar: The Last Airbender Day. And this week's episode was Sozin's Comet Part 2, Old Masters. Still unsure about the plan that Zuko came up with to end the war, Aang decides to speak with the avatars that he was in previous lives. Meanwhile, preparations for the two coronations are moving forward. Okay, things I liked about this episode. Now, I have nothing up there, but that doesn't mean that I didn't like this episode. On the contrary, I actually did like this episode. It's just that a lot of what's going on feeds into the next episodes in this arc. This is the season finale, and this is the final arc of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not necessarily this universe, as we do have Korra that follows, I don't want to say right on the heels of this one, but it kind of is the next generation of this world. Or really not the next generation, but you get what I mean. It's a follow-up to the show. But this, for as far as Aang and his friends are concerned, this is the final few episodes. I think we have 2 or 3 more after this one, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender is done. But I actually did like this episode. I loved this arc, too. It's just, like I said, a lot of it feeds into it. And I will touch on that in the final episode of this arc / series, I promise. One thing I did like about this episode is I did like seeing many of the other avatars that Aang was in previous lives. Up until this point, we've really only seen Roku. Roku's really the only one Aang's ever really had any interaction with, because, he was the most recent past life, so it makes sense. He's a little more, even though it's been 1,000 years since Aang was, or 112 years, excuse me. Why did I say 1,000? 112 years since Aang was reincarnated with the Avatar spirit. There's still that link. Roku was still the last avatar. He's still going to have a link to Aang, a more stronger link to Aang than many of the other past lives. Now, one could argue, okay, well, he did interact a little bit with the avatar before Roku, I forget her name, who was an earthbender in Avatar Day. And yes, he did, but I think that was more she was speaking through Aang, not really interacting with him. She didn't give him advice. Roku gives Aang advice. But I did like seeing the spirits of the other avatars. I don't think we saw all of them, but we did see a good number of them, which was nice, and a little different. Like I said, up until this point, the only one who's really been giving Aang advice was Roku. So I did like this change of events, but this was a very important decision on Aang's part, so it would make sense that his other past lives would want to weigh in on this. Okay, things I didn't like about this episode. There really wasn't anything I didn't like about this episode. As I stated before, this is the season finale of Avatar. This is the season finale arc, and I love this season finale a lot. This was a really good season finale, and I'll tell you, we will talk about that in the very last episode, very last TV talk video on Avatar: The Last Airbender. I promise. I know it's frustrating. I'm holding back on a lot of stuff, but I want to do this, since this is an arc, I want to kind of do this big build up to where we can really delve in and talk about this whole arc on the last one, since it is a multi-arc. I think it's like 4 or 5 episodes. But as I stated in the last Avatar, the Avatar video, I loved this season finale arc better than I love the season finale for Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and well, the one that's up so far. And for those of you who have probably watched some of my other videos, you know how much I love Star Wars. So that's really saying something about this arc. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Please like and share this video if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already if you're watching on YouTube. And feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 5 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video do belong to their respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. The link for the 5 sites I mentioned will be in the description section if that makes it any easier for you guys to locate my pages on those sites. And if you're watching on Facebook, the link for my YouTube channel will be in the description section. And if you're watching on YouTube, the link for my Facebook page will be in the description section. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my related Avatar videos. My other Avatar: The Last Airbender videos. My other TV Talk videos. And my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, I would just like to touch on a few things. First off, and this is for my YouTube subscribers, any of my videos that are not on YouTube are on my Facebook page. Again, the link is in the description section. And this is for my Facebook friends. Any of my videos that are not on Facebook are on my YouTube channel. Again, the link will be in the description section. I would like to apologize for not posting a video last week. Unfortunately, things were just a little bit crazy with work. This will happen from time to time. I will try to make sure that I record a video a day ahead so I can get it up if at all possible. But if I do miss a day, either due to a hectic work schedule or because something came up, all I can say is I'm sorry, and I am apologizing in advance if that does happen again. Lastly, we will have a new opening, or an opening for a new TV Talk series, and no, this will not be for Thursday, as I have decided to move directly into Legends of Korra as soon as we finish with Avatar: The Last Airbender, since it is part of the same universe. This is for Friday. I will be putting Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on hold within the next few months, and I want you guys to vote on which show you would like me to do to fill the slot. And your choices are Knights of the Zodiac, My Little Pony, King of the Hill, and Wolf's Rain. Voting is very, very simple. All you have to do is write down which one of the 4 shows listed in the you would like me to do a review video on in the comment section, and or like or love a positive comment on one of the 4 shows, and whichever one gets the most votes is the one that I will do a video on. Please note that negative comments and dislikes do not count as votes. If My Little Pony is selected, it will start with Generation 1 and then move into Friendship is Magic. Voting will be until April 3rd. I had to push the date back by a week because I did miss last week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video, and I do apologize for that. I will give updates if this date changes again. You may vote as many times as you wish, but in the event of a tie or no votes, I do have the final say. Now, I cast my vote for which show, for the show that I will do if I have no votes or a tie, and that is My Little Pony. But you guys have a little over 6 months to get your votes in and make your voices known. As always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.